So Drown's just watching the fights.
Yeah, I continue to look around for any details of Carp. But
I'm looking at Jarlin, and he's kind of dragony, but scaly and green. And I'm thinking, like, how hard would it be to disguise him as a half-orc?
Really difficult.
Think so?
He's blue.
Jarlin's blue?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he looks like a dragon.
And I think I'm like 2 feet taller than an orc.
It would. Yeah. If you were taller, it would probably be easier to make you look like a half-orc than...
Are you short? Squino?
No, dragonkin are supposed to be tall.
So aren't orcs really tall too?
Yeah.
So that was what I was thinking. Like you would have been. I thought you were green though.
Yeah, but a half orc is like human size.
No, they're taller.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then Rex is short. I'm kind of medium size. So
actually, I'm pretty tall.
How tall are you?
6 feet.
How tall are the orcs? Are they about the same size?
Half-orcs are usually around 7 feet.
So you could be a really short half-orc. I convene with the group and I discuss the plan. Like, perhaps I could disguise Rex as a half-orc, and we could get into the back.
Don't you think I'm a little slender for a half-orc?
You're the best I have to work with. This is why I'm talking to you before we just do it.
What do you expect me to do as a half-orc?
Well, there's all those children back there. You look like you belong. You just act like you belong, and you just walk in like you belong.
I tried getting in there, but you gave me a name that was a bad name.
I haven't been here for years. I'm trying the best I can.
Never mind. Nothing. Continue.
I refuse being disguised as a half-orc. Just on the premise of Bartholomew's failure earlier.
You're my failure. Oh my god. Jesus, I get us this far and you're like out of nothing and you just... Such a... I'm very butthurt about this. Let's see. Let us watch a few more fights. Let us hang around and see if we find any, if I recognize any familiar faces.
Alright. Yeah, you guys sit and watch as kid after kid gets basically just dragged out and thrown into a pile on the side of this ringed cage. And the winner seems to be getting taken off. Some of the kids are excited about it. Some of the kids are, pretty notably upset about having to do this. Some of the kids are intimidated and both kids are killed. There's a lot of people. Everyone give me a perception check. Yeah, you all figure it out. I think Rex probably sees it more than anybody. But Bartholomew picks up on it too, but people are going to a certain guy to pay for fights. Seems to be the one that's kind of organizing the fights and organizing the fighters in the cage.
What does he look like?
He's a half-orc, thick unibrow, jutted jaw, really strongly built. He's got a beard.
He's a half orc with
Looks
a beard.
pretty shafty.
I'd like to go up to him and ask him a question.
Okay.
What's his name? What's your name, sir?
Gorg.
Gorg. I'd like to bet on one of these children. Do you know who the competitors are?
We got competitor 1 and competitor 2. I don't know if I can care about names, just the money.
Well, how am I supposed to bet on one if you don't have a particular name?
Red corner and blue corner.
I see. So you have no control over which kid gets picked to go fight?
I don't really care as long as the tougher kid moves on and offers up a fair price on the market. This is just cattle selection.
I'd like to see these competitors for myself.
And you can stare at them on the ring like everybody else is.
So I go up to the guy and I'm like, so where do you get these kids from? Who sells them to you?
Slavers.
Have you bought a kid from a halfling yet?
Is there an inquiry?
I have a persuasion.
It was investigation.
You can make a persuasion check.
So 19.
Yeah, we don't get too many halflings in here very often, but yeah, we did have one come in, I think yesterday. Early today, I don't know, all my days are starting to combine. I think he won his fight. The little kid seemed to be a scrapper.
I've been looking for a halfling slave. Has he been sold yet?
I believe so.
I'd love to find. I'd love to make this person an offer since they seem to be so rare. Could you tell me who bought him?
I think it was one of the fighting pits down in Skullport.
Well, thank you for your time, sir. And I give him like 5 gold pieces.
Who do you want it on, blue or red?
You see a
I'm
look
just
of like
kidding. Get the fuck out of here.
you see a look of temptation on my face, and I'm just like, it wasn't for the children.
I look at him and I just turn away and walk away.
So as you guys are leaving, you hear another uproar, and another kid's laying dead on the ground. The kid is still mounted on top of him, still punching at his head.
None of them look like Carp, do they?
No.
Okay, good.
I just like I look at this in disbelief. I'm like, it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem sustainable. They all die so fast. They just run out of children, wouldn't they?
That's why they abduct them.
You know that the city of Waterdeep is a pretty bustling city. A lot of kids, a lot of people, a lot of orphans.
Listen, we don't have time to save every kid here. We're gonna have to go to whatever town that guy said, and find Carp. If that is even where he is.
Rex, it's not a town, it's just a district of the city.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a different town.
No, it's down by the district of Skullport.
Okay, well I guess we're going there.
Yes, we are. Follow
All
me.
right.
So, we decide to head out over to Skullport.
Give me a history check. You don't think you've actually ever been to Skullport? You've heard it talked about, but you've never been there.
So we're outside in the city, and I look around, and I look around for one of the any like, you know, kid or beggar or somebody who looks like he knows the city very well. Who do I see?
Yeah, there's a few beggars out on the street.
I hand out another 5 gold to one of the beggars I see, and I say, I need to get to Skullport. Where is it?
He looks at the money with a giant, like, one-tooth grin on his face and looks up at you, grabs the money, and says, "You're standing on it." Ha ha ha. Just lets out this evil cackle.
I use insight to see if he's telling the truth.
He's telling the truth.
Okay. Where's the fighting pits?
You're standing on them. Ha 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 ha.
I get very annoyed.
I throw a few coins at the man's feet, and I say, "Take us to the entrance."
That I can't do.
Why not?
I don't have a ship. Ha 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 ha.
I was waiting for you. I take my coins back.
Oh, you can't have those back.
I just growl at him.
Will you stop giving us jokes and give us straight answers? Is the Skullport over in the port, an island off the port?
I already told you, you're standing on it.
And why would we need a ship?
The only way you can get to Skullport.
If we're standing on Skullport, then why would we need a ship?
Because that's the only way to get there.
It must be a cave under the city, full of water, apparently.
Is that correct, sir?
This guy he's a genius. And he gets up and walks across the street into the bar and buys a beer.
Are there guards?
I use command on the beggar and give him the command to trip.
Alright. See if it works. He feels it. He feels the spell on him, but he doesn't trip. He turns around and flips you off.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should find the fighting pits then. They're probably under our feet somewhere.
let us hire a boatsman. So, can we walk towards the port, or the docking area?
Yeah, you can go down by the docks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a variety of ships, pulling goods in, putting goods on their boats. There's, all kinds of different ships and captains and all that kind of stuff.
I look for a small ship. Anything that might also ferry people back and forth. Anything of that effect.
Seems like a lot of the ships are big trading vessels. There is one ship, however, it's not it's a pretty decent sized ship, but it doesn't look like it's in very good shape. And there's a shaggy old man, just sitting on it.
I go up to the stairs, to the guy. You there? We wish to...
Oh, who are you?
Merchants and gamblers. Gamblers and merchants.
What do you need?
Well, my compatriots in here are done with our business for the day, and we wish to have a good time. We're looking to get passage to Skullport.
Skullport you want?
Yes, sir.
I could take you there for a price.
Well, we have to offer you 5 gold pieces.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
5 gold pieces for each of us.
Oh, now we're talking.
It's more than fair.
15 gold pieces. Alright, I'll take you. Skullport you want, eh?
I look in the inside of the old man. Oh, god damn it. I wanted to know if he seemed like he's actually going to take us there.
Seems like he would take you there.
And I turn to my friends. So it is agreed then. Apparently Jeff and Squeener are dead.
Well, I don't know. Are you paying for my fare?
Are you a stingy-ass bastard?
I just give him the money.
You were pretty terrible at haggling.
Have you ever gotten fare on a ship before?
I may have.
No, you haven't.
You don't know me.
You don't know how much it costs at all.
You don't know me.
Enough. Let's go.
Alright, you guys going?
Yeah,
But you owe me.
Alright, so Bartholomew gets on the boat, hands him 5 gold. Rex gets on the boat, hands him 5 gold. Jarling gets on the boat and his foot falls through the floor. Luckily this is just like a flat decking on the boat, so it doesn't cause a hole in the boat. But you pull your foot out and give the guy 5 gold.
I give him the 5 gold and then walk real carefully. And
He just
and
goes,
find something-
gotta
just
watch your
loves it.
footing. Gotta watch your footing.
I find something in the middle of the boat and just real casual, just real gently sit down on it.
So he's like, alright. Like, get yourself set. One rule on the ship, don't distract me. And he opens up a chest by the wheel and pulls out a big bottle of rum and takes a giant chug. Like, finishes about a quarter of the bottle and then just puts it back. And then starts moving his way out of the harbor. So where are you guys from?
We're
Just look at
merchants from
Bartholomew.
Phandalin.
That's
Jarlin here is our bodyguard.
You have a paladin as a bodyguard? Okay.
Yeah, and a monk.
And a monk. Okay. And a cleric. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, guys.
I'm in disguise.
That's right. And you're just some commoner dude.
No, I look like a shady ass cleric and rich,
You
like
look like a commoner because you're disguised.
shifty rich clothes. So that's what
Okay.
I was the idea, merchanty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff's constantly
Isn't
trying to
Phandalin
rain
that
on my
shithole
shit.
town?
It was. It's reached a recent boon these days. I'll give you a tip, an insider tip. I would invest heavily in it.
he just he starts moving out of the port, opens up the thing again, takes another giant gug. He's like halfway through the bottle now.
Bartholomew, no distracting him. Told you not to.
He like points the tip of the bottle at you guys, like raises an eyebrow, like you want some.
I'm good.
I look at the glass and I want to know if there's like it looks like it's leaded or anything.
No, but it's pretty gunky.
I pass.
Looks like he just refills the same bottle.
I whisper over to Charlid. They're notorious from drinking out of lead cups here.
I can see why. Jarlin just looks at the guy and shakes his head. Declines.
All right, so it takes you guys a little bit longer, and he starts pulling into a cove. He's going pretty fast. He's got the sails turned so that he's at like full speed. And in front of you, all you can see is this this giant cliff face with that, and you're like below the city now. And
Does it? He's just flying.
Yeah, he's flying like directly towards this wall.
I remain calm.
He pulls out the rest of the bottle, and he's he's just like, I love this part, and he just chugs the entire rest of the bottle. So the wall keeps getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. And then right before you guys are about to hit, he goes, "Wow!" And you guys go sliding through what turns out to be a portal. You come through the other side, and you're basically pulling into this city along a river that's underneath this this giant cavern. The outside wall looks like must have been some sort of portal.
Wow, cool. Okay.
And he brings you into port, and you can see there's giant buildings that look like skulls, and there's basically pirate ships in here, and a bunch of pirate folk hanging around, a lot of torches. It's dark. And I think that's where we'll end it for today.
This is the name of this place is Skull what?
Skullport.
This captain is awesome.
What's his name?
He didn't give one, I don't think, but he should. He gives no craps, dude. It's the captain.
He's the captain.
I heard his boat and he just laughed. Just
Pretty much.
He hadn't even had anything to drink yet, or maybe.
Oh, I'm sure he'd been drinking all day.
He seems like the guy that doesn't stop drinking.
Cool. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Nice job, Tobin.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Tobin.
That was fun. Yeah, these can move along a lot better than the modules.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can control it. Yeah, you probably don't feel as stifled.
Yeah.
Dude, what happened to Carp?